Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Booty and the Beast.
Booty and the Beast. I don't want to cuss. In 2020, I'm less cussing.
That's smart.
Motherfuckers.
I read that like the more you cuss, the more honest you are. So
Really?
yeah.
I've actually heard that before.
Like,
And
but when it flows and like you know where to put the cuss words, because I've hung out with people and I'm like, you don't even sound like that did not flow. You use that cuss word totally wrong.
Dude, dude, that's funny that you say that. I have a friend from church that like he's been a church boy his whole life and like stuff, and he tries to cuss.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, no.
It's not
like,
you.
that's-
Right.
Yeah, it's not, you don't have to. Just because we
trying.
cuss, don't mean you gotta cuss. Yeah, it's not gonna take away cool points. It's not gonna add cool points. You know what I mean? Like, that's funny.
Dang, since we're on the topic real quick, what do you think is like an appropriate age to say bad words?
Ooh,
That's actually a good one.
that is
right?
really good because my daughter, she knows better not to cuss, and if you hang out with me, if I cuss, 10 cents,
Oh yeah,
20 cents,
that's happened.
30 cents.
And
Like-
she'll keep count. It'll be like 3 hours later, and
I
she's
cuss
like
a
40
lot,
cents.
so I'm scared when I have kids.
And
I
I don't, 10 cents is, I'll take 10 cents.
But I'll still slap your fucking mouth if you say any word. And I think even if I had teenagers, like I'd be like, "Hey, watch your mouth! Like, don't
Yeah.
fucking talk like that."
Growing up, it's 3 girls, and we would be arguing about dumb shit, and I'd be like, bitch, that was our word. You're a bitch. But if I called my sister stupid, I got an ass beating. If I was like, you're
Oh, okay, I can see
stupid,
that.
my mom was like, that's the ugliest word. No, I'm like, I'm the stupid one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you couldn't say the STU
No,
word.
or we couldn't
That's
say
what
I
you say when I
can't.
was a kid. You can't say the stew word.
Stupid word.
Well, I think even now, stupid is very hurtful too.
Or shut up.
Yeah, like I think if someone would be like, "You're a fucking bitch," I'd be like, "Okay, whatever." But if someone's like, "You're fucking stupid," I'd be like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
ooh.
yeah, you're testing my intelligence.
"Yeah," I'm like, "Ooh, that's nasty."
So my kids are the oldest, and I have 2 younger nephews from each of my sisters, and
Oh,
I
you're-
cuss
you're-
left and right.
Yo, your nephew, Riri's son, hilarious.
He's so funny.
He cusses. No, this is the house we could cuss at.
Yeah, he'll come over and I'm be like, "This is where you can be yourself. You can say bad words." So he's like playing video game. He's like, "Fucking bitch!" Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's hilarious when little kids cuss. Do I want my kids to cuss? No, but I find it entertaining when I see
Yeah.
other
Oh, my
kids cuss.
God.
I'm
and then
"Ah."
like you think that too, like, "Oh, it's my kid. I don't want my kid to do that." But it's like I tell my kids because they're gonna say it, and
Yeah.
I rather them do everything
In front of me.
my house where I
Yeah.
can control it than them try to do it at school and then I look like a bad parent.
yeah.
So I'm like, you guys say bad words left and right, but don't you ever say them to somebody else, because then
Yeah.
that's when you're asking to fight. And do you know how to fight? I did not put you in no karate lessons. So
Yeah. No, my daughter knows. I told her earlier. I don't even know how I came with. I got a good daughter. Like, guys, dang, she's
We spoke
amazing.
about
Like, she
that.
knows better not to cuss.
You're
like,
lucky
and-
because I was bad.
Oh
too.
man.
Like I was just like I came out of the womb being bad.
but I feel like I always give, like, if you're the youngest or the only child or there's an age gap, then I give you it like, okay, well, you were the baby. Like, you were babied. So I give you the excuse.
I guess.
The 2020, there's like, you just gotta switch it up, man. There's a lot of these little badass kids.
You gotta slap them and their
But I
parents.
think now-
Yo.
But I think nowadays, like scolding, like you'll get in so much trouble. Back when like I was growing up,
You
I
get
would
slapped
get
up.
I got my
Yeah.
ass fucking beat a couple times. I could say a couple. But now that I'm an adult, like I guess my mom can't get in trouble no more. She's
She's like, you're on your own.
that motherfucker used to beat my ass.
Yeah. Well, we were just talking about that the other day too.
Yep.
Like, yo, you got it. Like, I believe in spanking.
Yeah, I
Same.
believe in it too.
I do too, but my son, so my
But
daughter's
it's scary
older.
because I kind of feel like nowadays you could really go to fucking jail for
No,
it.
Yeah.
so
You get in a lot
I'm
of
like,
trouble.
I have friends that are social workers, and they're like, if you don't leave a bruise and it's below the waist, you're good. So I'm like,
See,
we're
weird.
Gucci.
I would
and
get
don't use any weapons or like.
I guess.
You use a
Yeah.
chancla.
Don't use the chancla. You gotta use your hand. But I have, so my daughter's older, and ass beatings worked for her. My son, I'll push him like he's moving too slow, and I push him like, come on, get out of the way. And he's like, oh, throws himself on the floor. You pushed me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're never gonna last in this world.
Yeah. My daughter's still the 3 count. The 1,
They're
2,
scrambling.
and then right before 3 comes up, she's like
What was worse was those pinches. Have you ever got those pinches?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Those
I
are the
was
best in
The
public.
nail ones.
In public,
I was bad. I'd be like, why are you pinching me so hard?
Yeah, thank
Call
God
my mom out.
Thank God I didn't have to do that in a while. But oh
Dang.
Yeah,
man,
the
I don't think I
pinches.
ever had to do that.
yo, there's times when I had to do that, and man, I felt so bad. Like looking around, like, like yo, that's not me.
I don't know. I'm like the bad parent because if my kid was getting crazy, I'm like, "Okay, let's go to the car." Like I don't say nothing else. I'm like, "Let's go to the car." No, mom, I'm sorry. And I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna be sorry. We're going to the car." Like I'm pinching you right here in front of everybody. I'm not gonna let everybody else suffer.
Man, if you my girl and you being bad too, you getting the pinching of the ass too, baby. Come on, baby.
You
Yeah. So how was your
holidays.
your holidays? Your holidays.
my holidays.
Well, how was your
My
holidays?
holidays. They're still continuing.
It was fun. I had fun on New Year's. I got really drunk. I was
No
with
way.
Kiara, and I ended up getting so drunk that it took me 2 days to recover.
That's usually how you go, huh?
I go hard.
You either go hard
Bunny
or
goes
you
like
don't.
half a bottle. She goes hard, or she just really goes
Half
home.
a bottle. That sounds like
Yeah.
one drink.
Yeah, you think that? Well, she's like half a bottle, then she's drunk, and then it's the whole bottle. Like that's a half a bottle to get her started.
Yeah, half a bottle to get me buzzed, and get me going, and then
That's fucking hilarious. Where'd you go?
somewhere private.
Yeah. No. I mean, you party. You went to a party.
I went to a party.
Yeah. I saw you. I just see you with Kiara and all them.
Yeah.
Everybody. I started cooking. Shout out to Kiara. She didn't invite me to cook to the cookout. No, I started cooking. She's like, I don't know how I fucking got persuaded to cook right before Thanksgiving or before New Year's again.
Yeah, and she cooks really, really good.
'Cause she's such a mom.
She
She's,
cooks
like, has to
really
take care
good.
of everybody.
Yeah,
She's
she
dope.
is Mama Hen.
Mhm.
But
What'd
she
you
cooks
do?
so good.
What'd you do?
Me? I was a mom on New Year's. I don't like to go out on the major holidays like New Year's, Halloween. I'm a chicken.
What? Why?
I don't know. I'm like something bad's gonna happen, and I'm not like
superstition?
yeah, and I'm not a. That's my only superstition. Like I have nothing.
Really?
Like I'll break a glass. I'll walk under a ladder. I'll pet a black cat on Friday 13th. But
Oh, really?
New
I didn't know
Year's
that.
and Halloween, I'm like I'm gonna be home.
That's funny. Really, Halloween too?
Halloween. I don't know why. Just Halloween.
I
and
feel like
New
I've been
Year's.
out with you on Halloween.
Like the day of Halloween, no, I stay my ass home. But if there's like Halloween parties,
Yeah,
up
yeah,
to, I'll go.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
Even though it's
I'm all thinking
probably
about it. I'm like,
it's probably like the just as risky.
yeah.
Everybody like
But I
who
understand
doesn't
where
love
you're
to
coming
party?
from, though, because there's a lot of drunk drivers on those
Mhm.
holidays.
Yeah.
Drunk drivers, all these little Satanist people that they'll
Well,
sacrifice.
I agree.
You know
I
what I'm
totally
saying?
agree. I don't let my cats out on Halloween. That's like the number one
That's
rule.
so scary. I
How many
never even
cats do you
heard
have?
that.
2.
Uh,
The mom and the son.
do you let your cat out on Halloween? Come on, baby.
You know, it don't even gotta be Halloween for that one.
That's every weekend.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, my. This was weird. This was a weird holiday for me 'cause I didn't have my daughter for
That's right.
this time. So for the first time, like I wilded out pretty much.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a little wild.
What'd you end up doing?
I was at Playhouse. I did Playhouse, and then
I've heard.
The
I heard
house
the
gets
stories.
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then this time, like I said, I didn't have my daughter. I knew I didn't. Usually, like I won't like party hard because I know I have to wake up and do stuff with my daughter.
hmm
So this time, I knew I didn't have like she went on a cruise. So yeah, we just went all out and partied, and then I had people come over to my house after and we partied, and it was just a good time, man.
Woo.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So more partying 2020.
I don't know. I don't
Slowing down?
know.
You're gonna
Well,
slow down?
well, yeah. Well, no, because you know what I'm saying. Like,
That.
cause we made some goals, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
for us as the podcast, you know what I'm saying. We want to in 2020, like, I would say, realistically, spring break, but more summertime. We want to like take the show on the road a little bit and
Oh, that's cool.
do a little bit of some road shit and do some clubs on the road and
that's
you know what I'm
cool.
saying.
So I'm
And
gonna apologize in advance for all my drunkenness.
so for club promoters in Frisco, Anthony Presents, where you at, baby? You know what I'm saying? Like Seattle, like yo, we're Hanwoo got the RV.
Yes.
So
road
you know what I'm
trip.
saying.
That's cool.
So we want to go on a little road trip.
I'll just be the groupie in the back.
Yeah,
you're
no.
coming. Emma, you're coming.
No, trust me. Like we're gonna get some girls together too because we want to do some at some strip clubs too, and then you guys take like girls with us. That way they could be the features. You know what I'm saying, and that way almost like the way remember when Cardi came to L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't think I was a public stripper back then.
yeah,
She came,
no,
like,
you
with
were.
her crew.
I think you were because I remember trying to get you like, yo, come on, like, yo, you out here?
When Cardi hosted Sam's,
Yeah.
I wasn't public yet.
Oh, okay.
Don't-
You were still at Sin.
Yeah, I was still stalking. I was stalking my ex-boyfriend at the time at
I
Sam's.
love it.
I was like, that motherfucker's there. Hashtag.
Oh,
But he's like one
man.
of those girls where it's like the corner of the picture. She's like, that's his shirt sleeve. Like,
Facts.
Oh man, that's funny. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
I know exactly. What
well,
you're
that
talking about,
totally
too.
fits in with my 2020 goal.
He
because-
was there that day, right?
Ooh, ooh.
I don't
Damn.
I think so. I'm like,
Whoa. Was that an earthquake?
Woo! I'm a woo.
Damn, I thought we moved on.
Oh man.
He was.
Hey,
Because
hey.
they went to Sam's After Dark.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
That's great.
How do I know that? That
Yo,
was like 5 years ago.
also, we want to do a live podcast from Stagecoach.
Yes,
Oh,
that's what I
have
was
fun.
getting into because 2020, I told myself I don't do New Year's resolutions because I'm like, it's just a goal.
Yeah.
And so I do goals. And so my goal was to travel more. And when did we go to Cabo? Like July? That's when I finally got a passport. I haven't had one ever.
I know. I was so
So,
surprised because
I'm like, this year's the year. I'm leaving.
I'm trying to get Ariel to go with me to Switzerland.
Whoa.
Yes.
Go
Oh,
to-
yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. We're going through some war shit right now.
He's
Yo,
like, don't
I
go
ain't
anywhere
traveling
yet.
nowhere out of the country.
No.
That's so kind of true.
Yo,
Man,
I'm
why
not-
do you gotta go and scare me? I was excited.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to
down this
Stagecoach.
weekend.
Like,
And
but we're gonna go to Stagecoach, and that shit's gonna be fucking fun.
Yeah, like Stagecoach,
And you're
like
coming, Bunny, because we already.
I
spoke
really
about
wanted to go to
this.
Stagecoach last year, but I don't know what happened.
yeah, we could do.
I was.
We tried
Oh,
to win
no,
tickets.
Yeah, we were calling the station. We were entering.
We were like messaging. Remember the email? We had to like
Yeah.
email. I was like, put your.
we were like, she's like, make
There's
sure
so
you do
many.
it 3 times a day. Like,
Dude, there's so many bad girls at Stagecoach.
Is there?
Oh.
So you're telling me I gotta work out?
No, I'm telling you, you'll fit right
You're
in,
gonna fit
baby.
in.
Come on, baby.
I remember the first year I went to Stagecoach, and I because your outfit's an important thing, and so as I was driving up, like there's different ways to get there. They're on their bikes, people are walking, and I'm like, I gotta check out, make sure my outfit's appropriate. And then my friend's like, let's see how these girls are dressing, and I was like, they dress like they go to the gym, like I need to do that.
They're dressed like they're going to the gym.
Like they go to the gym, like they're
Like
like
they're
fit.
fit.
Like
oh
they look bomb.
yeah. His
Like,
outfit in
I
perfect.
honestly feel like Stagecoach is like you got to be skanky.
Really?
Oh
Really?
yeah,
Skanky or go home?
Skanky or go home.
Dang, I like that.
I love it. It's
I don't
like white
even like-
girl wasted.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. As a matter of fact, just take these shots.
I need another one.
Yeah.
You need
Sure.
more, Ben?
No.
and
Oh, thanks.
it's your birthday, so fucking happy birthday, Ariel.
Yes. I'm old.
Yeah. By the time this comes out, on Thursday, it'll be we'll be celebrating tonight at Playhouse. So everybody, if you want to come
Come
through, hit me
back.
up.
Come at least say hi. If you're there, say hi, please.
Woo.
Have
I
you
was like,
tasted
I'm
this
not
before?
gonna drink.
Have you tasted this before?
No, I haven't. What is it?
Yeah, what flavor?
The
is it?
Ciroc white grape.
Never
Ooh.
have.
I was
Oh,
so scared you
not
were gonna
bad.
say vanilla because one time I got super drunk on a vodka vanilla and I could never go back.
Did you queef?
Oh, you want to bring that up?
Yo.
That was great.
Can I tell you? Let me tell you a story about queefing. Whatchamacallit, like I was telling you guys earlier, I grew up in like a church boy, so they don't teach us about sex. They don't teach us about it. You gotta learn as you go.
Damn.
And this girl, this is like I lost my virginity at 21.
What?
Yeah,
That's what I said.
yeah, I was a church boy, so I thought I was gonna
Look
get
at him
married.
now.
I know. I'm like, you're such a hoe.
Now,
He had to get his body count.
21?
yeah,
That is crazy.
yeah, and so and my boy Daniel, he'll contest for me because we used to go to church together.
I was like, was he there watching you?
No,
He's like,
but
that's how you do it, Sammy. Insert here.
Yo, no, but this chick, whatchamacallit, we got a hotel. She lived in we both lived in San Jose, but I moved back, got to an accident, whatever. I went back to go see her, but this time she was on her period, and we were like, fuck. Like, yo, like we were like, fuck it, we gonna do what we do, baby. You know what I mean? We going in, like,
That's down of you.
yeah, like, you know what
A
I'm
lot,
saying?
like,
I'm not
there's some-
driving.
Some guys that haven't been in a serious relationship, sorry, not to cut
I
you
don't
off,
see it
they
as a
don't
big
do
deal
it.
at all.
Yeah, but like,
Not at all.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
a
really
little
don't see it
bit
as a big deal.
messy. Like, go to the shower, put a towel down. Like,
Yeah,
it's
there
not
might
that
be
big
a,
of
there might be a
deal.
little stank right there, but you know what I mean? Like, yo.
The meme, put your shirt up.
That was so funny. That was so great. I had to post that on the gram.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, baby whipeta, little baby wipe, you know what I mean? Like, yo, get that out the way. But whatchamacallit, whatever, we still went in. And we're going at it. Then we finished the first round, whatever. We laid
Round.
Yeah, we laid back. And then all of a sudden, yo, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Dude, I got so pissed. So pissed. And she's dying laughing like it's the funniest thing ever.
It really feels funny when it
Yeah,
comes
and I'm like,
out
yo,
too,
like
though.
what? Like really? Like, come on, man. Like, yo, you can do that to me? Like, yo, and she's just laughing. She goes, you don't know what that is? I'm like, no. She's like, it's a queef. I'm like, what the hell is a queef? And I was like, and she starts telling me, and it's like, it's air, whatever, with the whoop. I'm like, wait, man, whatever. I thought you farted, man. Yeah.
But queefing, I don't think is as bad as, because it's not gas. So
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's just like-
obviously, you guys can't control it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
you
So
can't.
it's, unless you can, you on the side, hey, you can hit the button.
some girls can.
No, I had a friend and she's like, "This is how you control it," and I was like, "No, I don't
I
have
know
time
some
to
girls
even
that
try
could
to learn."
queef on command. How? I don't know, but they could.
She was like blowing air in there before.
I know,
Yeah.
I know guys that can fart on command too. It's almost like the same thing.
Ooh, hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
That's disgusting.
Boys.
Bunny and I had done a private party once.
No,
and-
this is so great.
and it was like,
I couldn't stop laughing.
we get there and these guys were ready. Like they had a whole vibe, like, the slow music. It's dark in
There
there.
was super suavemente in there.
Super, like, and I was thinking like, fuck, they're gonna push their limits. Like they
But
know
Ariel
what
was
they're gonna
down.
do. But I was like, we're gonna roll with it. Like we're gonna get this money. So we start dancing, and then Bunny always calls me out. She's like, Ariel, they want to see boobs. So I'm like,
Because I wanted Ariel to start the party.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get naked by myself.
that is how we
Yeah.
work. We kind of, we're each other's hype men. So I'm like, all right, this might go.
I hype you up a lot too.
You do too, but
Yeah,
you're not
show
there
some
during
titties,
these
show
But
private
some
Ariel's
parties.
not good with my hyping because she's like, drink more, do that. And then I'm like,
No,
and then I turn
that's
into a
not
tsunami
true.
effect. And then she just like sits back and like,
Because when Bunny's already the tsunami, I think we were in Cabo, and she was like, shots, and she's already fucked up, and I'm like, Bunny, we still have tomorrow, like, how about some water now? And she's like, you're being a grandma, you're being a Gigi ma. Like, she even gave me, like, when you're a fucking grandma but you're not a grandma yet, they give you a nickname. You're a Gigi ma. I was like,
Gigi ma.
they don't even call my mom Gigi ma.
so embarrassed.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
so there's this whole mood. And she's like, come on, Ariel, da-da-da. So I'm like, all right. So at first we're kind of, we're trying to space out our time. So we're far. We get closer to the guys. This guy, like, he, at one point, he was, like, trying to, do the whole grind. So I was like, I got to get away from him. So I like, get on the floor, and I'm, like, on all four doing the twerk, looking back. And I'm, like, just trying to get my space from him. He gets on the floor, like, on the couch. Like, this is the part where you sit. He's like this, like, getting closer. Like,
yeah, like
starts laying down.
he's seen Ariel and he got hearts in his eyes.
When we walked in, he was asleep. And then he saw me, and he was all awake. And I was
Yeah,
like,
you know, like a cartoon when it's like two hearts, like
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. Like,
So
eye
I'm-
on the prize.
I made the mistake. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay in the doggy position for a little bit, and like my ass is in his face. Maybe like I might smell a little bit. Who knows? Try to get him away from me for a sec. So no, it backfired because he starts opening my cheeks, and so he's like having the time of his life, like opening
And
my
mind
cheeks.
you, romantic music is playing in the background.
It's like 112 music,
Yeah.
like slow,
Oh
like
my god.
yeah,
Baby
baby
happy-
making
yeah,
music.
exactly.
90s
Oh, they were
R&B,
ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like, oh fuck, how are we gonna get out of this? And we were there like almost a whole hour. Like,
yeah, and I was like, damn, how is this gonna end?
and even
How
Bunny
we-
was like, I got school in the morning.
I was like, I got school. Like, I was
we-
gotta be up at 9.
We legit gave us like we were
And mind
trying
you,
to
it's
do a
like
game
5
plan.
in the morning, like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
I had to be up at 9
So
at
she-
school.
Oh, it was great. So then after so we're all doing our own thing, and I'm kind of thinking like, how am I gonna get out of this? And then after I'm like, hey, well my knees hurt, so I'm gonna sit up now. So as soon as I sit up, it's like, like when you blow up a balloon and then it flies away from you.
It was long and loud.
Oh
And I
my-
turned around and I go,
Did you fuck before?
No. He was just opening my freaking cheeks, and I could feel the air going in, and I was like, I forgot about it, to be honest, for a minute. But
like he was letting air go in,
like he was letting it in, and I was like thinking, it up. As he was doing it, I was thinking like, oh, this is gonna come out later.
Like, fucking like ass and pussy is like maybe from here to the mic.
Yes.
Wait, his face was.
Yeah, it was like this.
It was like on his chest.
Yeah, it was like this is her pussy and this is the guy's face, and then she just like it was like so fucking loud.
Tell me why
and it was long.
Story.
it didn't stop, and then I turned around and I'm like, what the fuck?
No, Bunny didn't even turn slow. She was like.
I like stopped what I was doing, like the SpongeBob meme, you know, like, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then we started laughing, and then it's like it kept going. Like, I was like, "Ariel, stop it!"
Like even after I was like, "Sorry," it was like,
and it just kept going like a little motor.
And then they were like, "Okay, we're gonna go to sleep now."
Shut
like,
the fuck up. That's how you're
like, "Oh, I'm tired."
Yo, you ever want to end it? You ever want to end the situation? Yeah, quick.
And even like the other guy that Bunny was dancing on, he's like, "What was that?"
I couldn't stop laughing.
Oh my god!
He was like, "Here's your money. Like, bye." Like,
damn, those cum
never
bubbles.
Got called back again.
Never. Damn. Sorry.
I know what guys you're talking about too. It's even funnier.
Oh, good times, good times.
Oh my god! Do you have any creep stories?
No, I don't. I never had sex before. So.
Oh shit!
I do, but I'm too embarrassed to say it.
Why? Talk to us.
No.
Nobody really. We don't have that many listeners and stuff. And,
we don't have that many.
And watchers. You know,
this isn't just gonna go on.
Just cover fucking 35,000.
Forever.
Dude, talk to us.
I have a good one. It's really embarrassing. I was like 17.
Ooh, so you're afraid. So you're definitely you're 17. So that means has this happened to you before?
With that partner.
With that person, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think at the time I was only having sex with him. Like that was my first everything.
Yeah.
It's just a long night.
And what happened? It was a long night. So you guys were fucking.
We were humping.
Humping. That's how you know. Hump. That's how you know it was your first. It was your first person having sex.
Won't even say
we were
sex.
humping. We were humping.
That was so fucking embarrassing.
Yeah,
like I'm like so embarrassed to even like talk about it. Like I'm embarrassed. It was embarrassing.
That's hilarious.
Funny, so funny because one time we did like a little road trip to Vegas, and it was a bunch of us girls from Sam's, and it's like quiet. We're chilling. Like okay, we're gonna kind of try to sleep on the way up, so that when we get there, we're gonna go wild. And then it's kind of not awkward silence, but everybody's winding down, and Bunny's like, "What's your most embarrassing?" Like not talking to anybody in particular. What's your most embarrassing sex story?
I think I said the story on the bus, huh?
You probably, I think. Like Bunny just kept asking, has this ever happened to you? Has this ever happened? And we're like dying. Like it kept going.
What is your most embarrassing sex story?
Mine?
No, hers first because I know she'll say it. I'll let her say yours so that way you can say it.
I'm trying to think of. I swear I had one recently, but I guess
recently.
Not. I guess not.
Damn, I'm trying to think what mine was.
I don't think I really had any.
I'm the worst at being romantic. Like
really?
Every time I try, like I'll light candles, I'll like whatever, whoop de whoop.
Are you just like awkward?
Put the music, dude. Super fucking awkward.
Really?
Like what I like, and it's not even like I don't try to be, obviously. You know what I mean? Like fucking.
Some people got it, some people don't.
Dude, one time, whatchamacallit did the candle shit all over, and then we're having sex and it's fun and it's going great. And then all of a sudden, the girl's hair gets on fire.
What? I swear that's my biggest fear. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yo, we're like, oh. But this is the even funnier thing is, and then we didn't stop. Like, we're going. We're patting the hair down.
Like burns, it stinks.
Yeah, and it
really
smells.
Bad.
Yeah, it smells like for sure. But we kept the rhythm going.
Oh my god.
That happened to me one time at a party, but I wasn't having sex. I was using the restroom, and they had a candle behind the toilet, and I had my extensions on, and I was like peeing, and they're like,
"Oh my god,
it smells!" And I was like, my hair caught on fire because of the candle that was sitting right behind me.
Oh my god, that's my biggest nightmare. That's scary. When that Sam's and they bring the bottle, I'm like, shaking my ass.
For sure. That's with the sparklers.
Yeah, I was telling Ariana that story. She's like, "Oh, that happened to me." like my hair caught on fire. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, for sure. What's an awkward story for you? An awkward sex
I
story?
don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh. I have one. Okay. I wasn't that it was recent, but I remembered it again recently. That's what the confusion was. Anyways, so it was this guy, and I was like, I had just met him, but we got like really super drunk, and then he was like, even
How
in
long ago was this?
a while ago.
Yeah,
Like last week.
we went. Hey, when
If
she
it's in
tells
the past, it was a while ago. Okay?
when she tells the story, like, oh, we heard this one. But this is last week.
Plunger.
Yeah.
And so I had just met him, and he was a good time, and I was like, oh, I plan on seeing him again. And so if I plan on seeing you again, I'm not going to put out right away. So I told him, I was like, hey, we're kind of, we weren't even grabbing each other, but we were being flirty. And I was like, I'm not going to have sex with you, because I knew that's what he was leading up to. So I was like, I'm just going to tell him now before it gets a little too far where he gets his hopes up. So I'm like, hey, I'm not going to have sex with you tonight. And then he was like, oh, yeah. He did not care. Like, I want to say it was because he was so drunk, but he got like butt naked and was like dry humping me like we were in like high school. And I was like laying there like.
Remember that happened to me? Remember when I told you?
Yes, and Bunny had told me she had a similar story. So the whole time, instead
This
of
year.
like
This year.
I was thinking of Bunny like.
In
Oh,
2020?
This is how Bunny
yeah,
felt?
it was so bad.
Already?
Yeah, he's probably gonna hear this, but I don't give a fuck.
Damn.
Like, I don't
2020 is off to a
No,
fire
not
start.
2020.
Oh,
It was like
2019.
it was like 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
It was a few months ago.
Yeah, he was like, it was so bad.
And I was laying there like, how did Bunny get out of this? Like she didn't get
I
to
was like,
that
I gotta
part.
use the restroom. And then come back.
But I think he like, and when you get drunk and you kind of black in and out, I think he like came back to his senses, because then all of a sudden he just like walked away and disappeared, and I didn't see him again.
Yo,
So I have
that-
a question. Have you ever been with someone who pulls down their pants and their dick smells, and you could smell it in the air?
yes,
You
yes,
can
yes,
smell it in the
yes.
air.
Yes, that has
I
happened to
have
me.
the same.
Yes.
Oh,
And
man.
I was like, I'm not even gonna like, I was like touching him outside his pants, and then he pulled it out, and I was like, I gotta go home.
Yeah, it's
It was
real.
so bad.
Damn.
I was like, oh Lord.
Like fishy.
Like I throw baby whippeta before you too. It's just like you girls
I'm
gotta
like,
go
do
wipe
a
down
whole
too. You know what I'm
shower.
saying? I
Is
feel
that how
like
it is
I feel
with
like
the guys?
yeah, I feel like guys
know.
gotta go do
You
that.
should.
Well, I'm a big nigga too, so you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
like I'm a fat boy, so I gotta go wipe down. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Yeah.
I might have a stank, because I'm conscious. I'm like I get conscious about my
I
shit.
appreciate that, Sam.
Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like yeah, like
No.
Same with like
Tell y'all.
uncircumcised. Like you have to clean.
yeah. Thank God I'm circumcised.
You
man.
know
My
what?
shit look
I
pretty.
can never tell, but I don't pay attention to a lot
I'm
of things.
small, but
Because you're
pretty.
drunk
Hey.
half the time.
Hey, I'm small but pretty. Nigga.
I'm like, I don't pay attention to a
It's
lot of
because you're
things.
blacked out.
Well, there's been times where they're like, Ariel, I've met you, and I'm like, when? Like,
Yeah.
but I just don't pay attention. It takes like I have to know you like 5 times before I pay
Dude, I say
attention.
this all the
Same.
time. When I used to work do Bobby McGee's in Brea, I would whatchamacallit. I would
he
meet.
would double dip.
I would meet people. Oh, yeah. I just told you that story too. I just became a promoter, and
he just lost his virginity.
no, I had not lost my virginity, but like I was just like
He was
having a lot
new.
of sex and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then I was a promoter.
So you're like getting the bitches.
Dude, I was fucking like 3. I think the most I did was 4 in a night.
Even this hoe
That's
ass
hard.
never.
That's hardcore.
Dude, like
4 in a night.
and then like
How'd you even balance that
then
out?
because if we go to the in the club, yo, come with me over here to the other side of the room.
Well, I meant like ejaculation purpose, like purposes. Is that the word? Like, how did
Oh,
you, like,
I was young.
you
I was
finished
young.
every time?
I was young and fucking
Damn.
and I was 24 at the time.
Oh, okay.
And I had just lost my virginity at 21, so I had a lot of built up shit to send out. I had some cum to send out, baby.
Woo.
So-
He's like, here's a baby for you. Here's a baby for you.
Yo, dude, like Bobby McGee's was bananas. Like it was crazy over there. Like I was shooting them off like crazy. Yeah, it was good times over there.
So how many for you, Ariel, in one day?
I think just like 2. I don't think I've ever been crazy like
Yeah, same too.
that.
But
I think.
it was an ex-boyfriend and my current boyfriend.
Same. I'm all same.
Yo, okay.
And you
so-
know what? It's because I was mad at I think it was my current boyfriend, and then I was like, I need to get back at my ex-boyfriend. So then I went to my ex-boyfriend.
Yo, so whatchamacallit, I had my very first apartment. Me, my cousin, and my cousin's friend from high school. All three of us, we got an apartment together. My cousin, she had a boyfriend, and then her friend, yo, she was a hoe. Yo, like, me and her would battle to see how many girls we would fuck in a day.
Damn.
Dude, yo, it used to be wild. She killed me. One day, I think she did 5. Dude,
In a day?
No way.
5 in a day.
You know what? I can't even.
I know my cousin's gonna hear this. She's gonna be laughing because she out of Texas. What up, Crystal? Yo, whatchamacallit, dude? We were like, oh shit, she killed 5 in a day.
I've been like, I want proof.
And I think, and I think at my apartment, like at that time, the most was 3 in a day.
That's hardcore.
Like, dude,
That's
like
hard.
we're always whatchamacallit. All right, girl. Like, hey, man, I gotta go. I got a meeting, and then whatchamacallit, I go take a shower, get dressed. And
The
what's
meeting
day?
is with another
they
bitch.
called and whatever, and then I'll walk them down to the to our thing, and then I'll go one elevator down to where
Get
my
the
car
other one.
was, and then go straight back up to the crib, and then call another girl
Sounds
over.
like some Jersey Shore
Yeah,
shit.
Right?
yeah.
Damn.
That's why when Jersey Shore came out, we were like, man, we've been doing
You're
this
like,
shit.
I'm late.
Yeah. Been doing this.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
All right, we got to pay some bills real quick. Pay some motherfucking bills. If I can find my...
So with the holidays, my mom was like, hey, we really gotta, as soon as the mailman comes, we gotta get our mail. People are out here stealing mail. Fucking Vita, my sister, she's like, oh
true, though.
man, they're gonna steal my bills.
Were they...
I was like, make sure they pay
Yeah.
them though.
Take them.
Take 'em.
Take them,
Darn,
motherfuckers.
did you take my bills? Didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yo, I got to give a shout out to 448, my G's.
Yo, this is my favorite sweater.
Yeah. Our official sponsor. Y'all make sure you guys go to their website. They got they just dropped a bunch of new gear. Ralphie, Hitman, my guys. Also got a shout out to AV Justice, my lawyers. They are amazing. We all need lawyers, baby.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes.
Bunny knows.
I know. I paid $14,000 for mine.
Oh, what did you do?
Long story. Can't say.
It really is a long
It really is a
story.
fucking long story, but it all happened because of fucking Sam's.
It took me a while to understand it. I was like, wait.
I was leaving Sam's, got in an altercation at a gas station, hid some stuff, ended up getting a felony.
Damn.
Was stuck in jail for 3 days in county.
She's not getting drafted.
Well, I got transferred. I got caught in Van Nuys, then transferred to county.
Did you throw any chingazos in there?
No, but you know what? A prostitute wanted to fight me.
Why?
Yeah,
'Cause
but she
knew
was
who
like cracked out, and I was
Uh.
like thinking, okay, if I fight her, we have some HIV like popping off. You know what I mean? I was
yeah,
scared.
yeah.
I thought I was the only one that thought that.
Yeah, I was scared because she was like a strung out, like skinny prostitute.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like
That's
not even like
crazy.
someone like worth fighting.
She was,
You know
like,
what I
crackhead
mean? Yeah, she
style.
just cracked out and just like I would walk to a different cell to go shower, and she would
Oh, she was
like
trying
just
to get,
talking
she was trying to get
shit,
in
just
that
talking
ass.
shit. But she didn't
Right.
like. She was just like screaming at anyone, like a
Like
Yeah,
whoever
yeah,
would take
yeah.
it.
who just whoever passed by. She was like cracked the fuck out. And I was like, I am not beating this bitch's
I was like trying to think of
Get
all my
blood on me?
crackhead stories because one time I was at the gym and we were in the sauna and this bitch was like, because at that particular gym, like the sauna was connected to the locker room, and I seen her like walk out of the sauna, and then I went and I did my exercise like an hour or whatever. Went to the sauna and the bitch was still in the sauna and I was like,
Wait, where was
it's
the sauna?
10
Like a gym?
minutes. Yeah, at the gym. And I was like, 10 minutes is the max. Like this bitch been here
Get
over
the
an
fuck
hour.
out.
Yeah, and she was pacing in the sauna. And then after she was like just talking nonsense. And then she was like trying to touch me. And I was like, oh
What?
my God. But she looked like a normal
Was this
girl.
like Planet Fitness?
No, it was 24-hour fitness.
Okay.
And I was
$10
like,
an hour is like $10
I was so mad. And so I was like, and I'm not confrontational. Like, I'll just walk
I know,
away.
you're so, like,
I'm like, I have
a
a lot
sweetheart.
of patience. And I was like, look, bitch, I was like, don't you touch me again because we're going to fucking have problems. And I remember I had just signed up and I was like, I'm not going to be able to come back.
Way.
Yeah, and so that was my only thought. I'm not going to be able to come back here.
Oh, no way.
And so then she was like, oh, you're mad? And I was like, are you stupid? Are you fucking dumb? Like, yeah. And then after she was just like, oh, I made you, like, she got like off on it. And I
No
was
way.
like, oh, so then that's when I was like, I'm
So
not going to give it to her.
if you were to get into a fight and she would call the cops on you, I would need you to call AV Justice.
Exactly.
Come
Exactly.
on,
I don't know, but if you
baby.
ever go to
Exactly.
jail, don't bail out with the Latin bail bonds because they fucking rip you off.
It ain't 20% on them.
That's just a
Damn.
rip off. I spent so much money. Don't do it.
Ooh.
Don't be desperate.
So
And you
AV
know-
Justice, call AV Justice.
And you need to memorize. That's not even a word.
You gotta memorize numbers, phone numbers.
Exactly.
Oh, I didn't have no one's number.
Nobody's, dude.
Same.
When I got my DUI last month, like I didn't know who to call because
Ghostbusters.
like I don't remember anybody. I remember my baby mom's number, but I wasn't trying to call her.
Yeah, you brought yourself
Like,
out.
yo, it's the worst. Like shit.
So I ended up calling our boyfriend, not saying his name.
No,
Yes,
you called
I
our
ended-
boyfriend.
Yes, and I told him I was
Our
like,
boyfriend.
yeah, we share a guy, and then and I called him and I'm like, hey babe, like I'm in jail, like I'm not gonna make it because I was supposed to see him.
You remembered his number though?
I was able to write it down on my arm,
That's
and that was the
crazy.
last like 3 people that I talked to.
Oh, okay,
And the
okay.
guy was like, you could just, I'm going to give you like 5 seconds to write whatever. And I was like, you know?
Shit, yeah.
So I ended up calling him. I called my mom. And I think those were the only 2 people that I was able to get down because they were the only 2 people on my call log left, before.
Mm-hmm.
And
Remember
it's sad, I don't
numbers.
even know my mom's number.
Remember numbers.
Yeah, I didn't even know my mom's number. And he was like he pretty much was like not helping me. So I was like,
I'm gonna be mad at him.
So then
when
I
see
ended
him.
up bailing myself out, having my mom pull money out and bail myself out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
So next time, call AV Justice.
AV Justice.
Come on, baby. Yo, and also shout out to Family Sports here, where we are here.
My favorite
Woo.
store.
We're here recording here in La Mirada.
Oh,
You know?
I get some shoes.
Yeah, like some La Mirada, you know what I mean?
Veterano over here.
Yeah,
Eh?
yeah. Look at we got
got
bunny,
these
we got
bunny
bunny
shirts.
shirts. We got
Yeah,
bunny shirts.
Better get your
Represented.
bunny shirt with some pan dulce.
Represented.
Yeah.
I love that shirt.
I do too. I want one.
Yeah.
I
I'm
love
gonna just
that
take
shit.
this one.
Yeah, so shout out to all of our sponsors. We appreciate you guys.
We really do.
We, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep this motherfucker going because of you guys. So now we're gonna talk about our 2020. About our 2020. What we gonna let's talk about what we're gonna leave. What like things we need to stop doing, or what we need to do in 2020.
Uh-huh.
So my first one, I'm gonna start it off, and this one like it really bothers me because obviously I'm a promoter.
Mhm.
And whatchamacallit, when we're in the club, the DJ always says, yo, point out your best friend. Point out your best friend. You was your best friend. Like, yo, and I hate that shit because most of the time I'm not in the club with my best friend.
Same.
Like, yo, it's so awkward.
awkward.
Awkward. I'm like,
It's so
and then like,
awkward.
you're with the homegirl, like, yo, that you guys are cool, or you're with your homies that you guys are cool.
That's
But yo,
fucked
that's
up,
not my
Sammy.
best
I
friend.
always point to you.
Yo.
I know that's
I'm
just
always
so
like-
fucking awkward.
Dude, and it's like, yo, and then for most girls, like, you know what I'm saying, you guys are going with your third best friend of the fucking year.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Your
like
party friends. You're not
dude,
really your best friend.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I know,
we
and
need
it's
to,
so awkward. You're just sitting there with your drink, like,
yeah, we
Speaking
need
of,
to
I
leave
feel
this.
like you guys are my best friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, but I don't really go to the club with you.
Yeah, we don't.
I go to the club
I go
with
with Sammy.
you. I go to the club with you.
But you
I
guys
can't
like
get out of bed.
legit are my like if I have an issue, I'll call you guys and I'll be like, hey.
Oh, I call Ariel all the time
Yeah.
for my issues. I think because I'm an only child and like I don't have anyone else to call.
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like
I
just have to
honestly
call
feel
my-
like when Benny calls, I'm like, I gotta answer.
she
I
gives me
gotta-
advice on like everything because I'll be like, what do I do? What should I do for this, situation? Or I think this person's fucking me over. This person's stealing from me. What should I do? Like,
It's a sticky situation.
yeah.
Ooh,
It's a real life
Mhm.
situation.
some real sticky, some real sticky.
Sticky.
I think I got some juicy shit going on.
Yeah, I can imagine the juicy shit you got
yeah,
going
I
on.
got juicy shit.
Same like when you had some news earlier this year, your personal news, and my sister told me, she's like, hey, I saw on Instagram this, have you talked to Sammy? And I was like, Sammy's my friend. I'm not gonna go ask him. Like, he's gonna tell me when he's ready to tell me on our terms. And she was like, I was just like, she was like, I was just trying to be nosy. I was just, making sure you were looking out for your friend. You weren't being selfish. And I was, because I think it does come off like that sometimes with me in particular. And I'm like, no, I just, if I pick and choose who I want to tell things to.
Yeah, well, everybody at that time, everybody was
blowing you up,
blowing me up, and then I will even say this, like, you know what I'm saying, like, even like I told baby mom, like we had a little bad discussion like at the end of the year, and I was just like, yo, like you think like I like you hit me, I got hit.
Sideways.
I got hit like yo, like bam, 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 like back to back to back to back. Like, yo, like I know I'm playing the part. Like, if I'm good, like, which most of the time I'm good, but yo, I have my days where fucking.
I mean, everyone does. We're human.
Like, yo, like I'm just like yo, like damn, like
shit's hitting me.
Yeah, like, and then I was like, you know what I'm saying, like everybody thinks like I'm like, well, not everybody thinks I'm supposed to be good. I mean, I put it out there like I'm good. But obviously there were days, you know what I'm saying, where I wasn't good, and it was just weird. Like I was like, yo, like let me be, like yo, like you know what I'm saying, like you think I'm like, because I show that I'm good, like forever. I'm really like
Yeah.
How many people do you know like in front of people you're good, when you go home
you're not good,
and you know what I'm saying, and you're by yourself, and you know what I'm saying, and it's a whole different situation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how a lot of suicides happen. And look at through us being in the industry, how many suicides have happened with just even our friends, and it's really it's a sad thing.
And you don't know because they put a big front.
Yeah.
And that's why I kind of went off on her, just like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? You think I'm supposed to be cool?
Well, you said it good. You were like, give me a minute.
Yeah,
like, let me wait. Let me absorb it. Let me be. Let me know.
And again, like I chose to accepting. I didn't have to accept anything. I could be a dick and I could be an asshole and whatever. But like, yo, I want, like I said, I want to be happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's in 2020. My goal is to be fucking happy, and to have fun, and to let go of the bullshit.
Yes.
And I think
that part.
And I think the biggest thing for me was, I think baby mama had to, if she didn't get married, I would have still.
What? She's married?
Oh yeah.
Bunny forgot that part.
You didn't know that part?
That part. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah.
She got married.
I haven't.
So she got a boyfriend. Then she and then they got engaged.
Like all fast.
Like it happened within like 2.5, 3 months.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I got hit, bam, and then bam, and then bam. Like, oh shit. Like,
oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's really sad.
And so, but I think it needed to happen that way, or else, because I've for the last 6 years, like I've like still held on to hope that, you know what I'm saying, we work out. And even though we broke up recently, like not too long ago, I still kind of held on to it a little bit.
Yeah.
But now that she got married, it's like, all right.
Yeah, it's like real.
All right, like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, there's no coming back from that. I mean, there's coming back from that, but not really.
not that.
Yeah.
Comeback you wanted.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like,
it's like a road closed. Like,
oh my god, I didn't know. Well, as long as she's happy.
Yeah. No, without a doubt, definitely. And that's
because I know you love her so much. Like, everyone has the love of their life, but I kind of feel like if they're happy, you deep down you're still hurt, but you'll be like, you know what?
She's happy, and as long as she's happy and my daughter's happy, that's all that matters.
And as long as the guy's also good to your baby too.
Oh, exactly. And he's cool, and he's actually cool.
That's really
exactly. So you know what I mean? I can't complain.
Yeah.
That's why I always think of the positive, the negative. Positive is that she could be a hoe. And no. I mean,
but she chose not to. That's what it means.
Yeah. I'm wait.
That was an option. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, like,
she could
and she could keep bringing different dudes around and bringing, you know what I'm saying? But all right, cool. You decided to settle down with one. All right.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. But it's also like a sign, and then you might find the love of your life, and then be like, oh my god, like, and then you guys both.
Well, and that's the thing though, is that, so when I wasn't with her, all the girls that I would mess with or that I would see, like, they would try to get serious.
He's like,
and I'm like, nah, because
he was holding out for her.
Yeah. And
I can see that because I've been in a situation
and I've
like
never.
that.
And what's crazy is I've never put her in a situation where she had to even think about me being with somebody else, or like see my daughter being with somebody
That's
else,
like
or
really
whatever.
strong of you. Like I don't know
It
how I would
is.
go about that myself.
It's like I said, like now I want to be happy. You know?
Yeah.
I want to be happy now. Like
Yeah.
that's
I'm ready
the-
for a relationship. I'm tired of being a little
Like-
ratchet.
And
No,
I'm
no,
so
no.
opposite of that because I'm like, I feel
no
like
more ratchet in fucking
No,
2020.
ratchet 2020.
2019 was when, well, even
I wilded out.
2018, I feel like that when I started dancing, I was like, I'm gonna be selfish. Like, I'm tired of trying to settle down. It ain't working.
Yeah.
Everybody just wants to fuck. And like, even the guys that I was in relationships with, at the end of the relationship, you know, you always see the true colors. And I
Mhm.
was like, man, this motherfucker, like, he said he was this way and he was that way. Like, and it all adds, you know, you see the red flags, it all added up. So I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna worry. Like, I would always say I had my kids
But
really
it's
young.
hard to date in our industry.
It is.
No,
Well, this
so-
was even before I was in the industry. So
Oh,
I had
okay.
my kids really young, and I was like, my cousins and family would always be like, oh, well, what about when you're 21 and you want to go out? And I'm like, I'm just going to wait till I'm in my 30s and I'll be able to afford to go out. And here I am today.
See,
and
you're
I'm like,
lucky you had babies early. I wish I kind of did it that way, but I don't have no help in my
It's hard,
family. It's just me and
yeah.
my mom.
Yeah.
But
So
you
I
know-
would have been fucked.
and I would always like cry to my mom and I'd
You
be
have a
like,
big
they
family.
deserve better. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
she
like
got a
I
big
could,
family for
I
sure.
have
She has a big
such
family, so she
supporting
has
family.
help.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
if I were to get pregnant even now, I'm on my own.
See, and that's
Yeah.
that's the thing with my baby mom.
She
She
doesn't
has
have a
no
lot
family.
of family.
She
Yeah,
has
I
no,
don't have no
she has
family
no
either.
family out here. Her dad lives in San Diego, and whatchamacallit. So my family is the only one that, and my family loves her,
Mm-hmm.
and my family has a hard. They're having a hard time, like
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 coping.
yeah, like doing
Oh,
like
they're kind of.
accepting it. But
Yeah.
they're out. As long as I tell them, like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. Like, just you know, so they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. 'Cause she would DJ at
That's
she would
good
DJ
of
at my
you.
family parties and stuff. And then so my uncle was like, hey, so I need a new DJ, and I need, and but just because they thought of me,
Yeah.
you
You
know what I
had
mean?
to choose sides, which you don't.
And I was like, yo, like, like it's cool.
I
Like,
love your baby. She's always been so sweet to me. She's,
yeah. And so I told my uncle, I was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. You can book Crystal. He's like, are
Yeah.
you sure? I was like, yeah, like we're cool. And whatchamacallit, he was like, all right, cool, because yeah, she knows all the crowd already, and she knows. I was like, man, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's
But
hard.
what you got? What you got for? What I need you
So
to.
speaking of being selfish, my philosophy today is, and this is what I'm gonna push all the time: be fucking selfish. So everybody's raving about the Netflix show You. Is that what it's called? You?
Yeah, it's
So,
cool.
I've seen one episode
I
and
haven't
like,
seen it.
mind you,
You have
and
to watch. Did you watch the first one?
I watched the first episode, the whole episode.
Did you watch the first season?
No, just the first whole
The
episode.
first,
of
the
the
first
Just the
season
first
is
whole
really
episode.
good. The second season, I'm kind of like, "Nyeh."
See, like I see it from like a whole different perspective. Like I see it from like I'm like, this guy's psychologically crazy.
I feel like I've dated someone like that. Before.
Yeah, I feel like,
I'm pretty sure
he-
you guys have.
Yeah.
and this
uh,
is hard because I come like to a total different direction and watching it. I wasn't watching it for entertainment. I kind of dissected it, and I was like, this is a crappy ass message because what he's doing is. He wants her to be something she's not completely. Like, I only saw the first episode, mind you, on the first season. And he's like, oh, on Facebook, you're really, you know, you're so shallow on social media. In real life, you could be deeper. And it's like, no, maybe she is really just that shallow. And she wants to chase
He's
that
just like
shallowness.
he gets obsessive. That's pretty much what the whole like,
yeah,
story
and
plot is.
don't do that. Be obsessed with yourself. Like, you really want to find somebody. Like, it's not going to be, you don't need to go and kill somebody. You don't need to go
You
and,
don't
like,
need to go-
be like, hey, you should wear this shirt instead. No.
Hey, but when
Take
you're
it
mentally
for
not
what it
upstairs,
is.
like that's what you do.
But sometimes I feel like come on, buddy.
You guys, I know you guys dealt with some weirdos.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
of
like
course.
girls, like my girlfriends too. I have a girlfriend in particular, and she gets crazy. Like she has,
How crazy.
she's out with this guy.
I don't have the
for-
fucking energy no more.
Yeah, like and she's young. She'll go out with a guy, and then she's in love, and then she's like, "Oh my god, he was out with so and so, da da da." And I was like, that she was just
Yeah,
the
I
waitress.
don't have the fucking energy
Like-
anymore.
I'm
I'm like, just do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly, and that's my
Be home
whole
by 10.
point. Like,
Go
like,
hump on whoever. Just be home by
take
10.
the good, and if you feel like your gut feeling something else, go with your gut feeling. And no, you got choices here. Either you're gonna roll with it or you're gonna leave it. But be
But I'm not
selfish.
gonna lie. Like my last relationship that I was in, it was 2 years ago, and I would cheat on him all the time.
But
Why though? Why
did
though?
you
I wanna
hide
know.
it from him? Was he okay?
I wanna know
with
why.
it? I feel like there's so many different, like when you say cheat, because like I've been in a relationship where I was like, I kind of did it, and if I got caught, I'd have been like, okay, I'll quit it. Like I'll stop
I
cheating.
don't know why. Like,
But
I don't know why.
but then there was other relationships where it's like I did get caught, and I was like, well, you ain't cutting it. Like
I think I cheated because I wasn't in love with him.
Mm.
I loved him.
But why? But why? Why still be in the relationship?
I was comfortable, and he was cute.
Mm.
He was sexy to me.
That's another thing.
So he was
too,
really sexy.
comfortable.
But the thing about it, what was super weird, we lived together.
The emotional
And
shit
we
was.
must have had we were together for like a year and a half. We had sex probably like 5 times.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
wow.
And he is so good looking. He is so good looking. Ron, you are so good looking.
He had the name. He had the name.
But yeah, you know, Ron, he was very cute, but I just cheat on him all the time.
But
And-
why? But why did you guys
and
only
he
have
really
sex 5
loved
times?
me, and it sucked.
Why was there only sex 5 times though?
I think like I mentally just wasn't in love with him.
And he was and like he was okay with it.
I just
Or
would
you
lie.
just-
I would say that I love you, and I really just didn't.
No. I'm saying
The
because as a
cheating.
dude,
He didn't
as a,
know about the
I'm
cheating,
saying
did
as
he
a
know?
dude, I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm trying to slide in. Hey.
He would in the
know,
mornings, you know, when
You
I would
know.
get out of the shower all the time. He was like the horniest person ever.
And only 5 times out of
But
a
like
year and a
only
half.
5 times out of a year.
You let that happen? That's crazy.
Wow.
Well, I was
would be
having sex
broken
with
up
other people. So
Yeah, yeah.
How are you broken up with?
No, I know. I'm just saying that's crazy. The last I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm out,
Mhm.
baby.
Yeah.
Like, you know
But
what
he
I'm saying?
really loved me, so it you know. But me and him are now really good friends. He's engaged now, and I'm happy for him.
I had somebody recently, a high school friend. She was like, "Hey, you're friends with Bunny?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "My friend so and so." I didn't know who she was. She was like, "She used to stalk her," and I was like in real life or the internet? She's like, "The internet," because she's like, that's her man's ex, and I was like, I have no clue who this girl is. And I was just like, oh, yeah. I mean, I fucking would, too.
I'm like,
I'd be so
there ain't
fucking
shit
crazy.
to find on me. Like,
Man,
Yeah, but I was like, trust me, Bunny's so moved on, whoever he is. I have no
Yeah.
clue.
So
I don't know which
moved
ex you're
on.
talking about. I don't know who she is.
But you know what? A
Bunny's
lot
so
of guys
moved
will
on.
be lying on me. They'll be like, oh, yeah, like I'll hang out with them once or like maybe hump them like a couple
Yeah.
times. And then they'll be saying like, oh, that was my girlfriend. I'm like, no, motherfucker.
Oh,
this is one of
same.
my
No.
this is one of my things on here. That fellas, we need to stop lying about the girls you didn't fuck. Or the girls you didn't wife up, or the girls you just didn't hook up with in general.
My favorite. Oh, I bought her that. No, you were there when I bought that.
Yeah.
I gave you the money, like, because I didn't want to walk over there. Like, hey, can you go get that for me real
Yeah.
quick? You
Fellas,
did
we
not
gotta
buy
stop
it.
lying.
Why? But why do you guys? It's just for brownie points. What is it?
I have no idea. Like, yeah,
Is it?
I ain't gotta.
Just it sounds.
I ain't gotta lie about fucking who I didn't fucking like. Okay, so I get this one all the time.
Oh, my
because-
favorite. I almost fucked her.
Yeah.
Okay, rapist.
Damn, one more drink and she would have been mine.
Like, that sounds great. Let's go tell the cops.
Yeah, like the one I always get, like everybody always talks shit to me about is not fucking Jessica, my best friend, Bresciaga.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
And like everybody, yo, why the fuck? I was like, yo, like no, I've never fucked her. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, come on, dog. Like, I'm like, no, I've never. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's no need to. Like, that's literally my best friend. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get that all the time.
Well, I guess I understand it because that's how I am with, you know, Triggy.
Trig.
My best friend Trig. So it's like, you know, we don't see each other like that. That's like.
I was like,
humping
I'm
on
not
your
gay
dad.
though.
Like,
Yeah.
That's like humping on your dad. Like that's the same way I see him.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it's probably like that with you guys.
Yeah, like I guess, you know what I mean? Like I said, like at the same time.
Like a big brother.
I always
like
tell
a
him too, I was like,
dad.
yo, I ain't gay though, nigga shit.
It's because, like, Sammy, I feel it too. Like, Sammy's like big brother, like brotherly. Like,
I still fuck you though.
you hear that, Jessica? Damn. Good night, y'all. I can go home a
Hey,
happy woman.
Enough with all that. Hey, what does Drake say? Enough with all that. The
Damn.
brother.
I'm out. My year, 2020
Ain't none of that brother love you
done.
shit.
I
Yo,
win.
fuck
I'm
that.
winning.
Cheers to that. I took
Yeah.
my shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that one.
Yeah, another shot.
Damn.
I need
Wait,
to
hold on.
text my
What's
friend
that?
to clock me out.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Bunny, for she's supposed to be at school right now, but
I know she's.
I
Jeez.
clocked in and then I came here.
yeah.
So I'm still on school clock.
Yo, this is another one that I got for that we need to stop hating on people in their winning season. And I posted this because you don't know what they went through to get there. Yo, there's so many motherfuckers that are actually like, you know what I'm saying, they're winning now, like, you know what I'm saying, like they making their monies. We'll just take the shot.
On that note, I never share like my little struggles because I don't feel like I had huge ass struggles. But mind you, I was 16 and pregnant, and my parents gave me the hardest time. They're like, "Hey, you're an adult now." So I went from like, "Hey, Mom, can I go stay the night at so-and-so's house?" to I need to go to the store to get diapers. Okay, well, it's go walk 2 blocks down. But it's cold. Well, you need diapers. And like, and so I tried my hardest to be independent, but it's like I couldn't get a job. I had a new baby. So there was like a point where I would be so slick about it, and I'd be like, "Oh, the environment, let me recycle." And I was a broke bitch, and I would recycle cans and shit to buy my kids clothes, like what I wanted to buy them. Because I didn't want to fucking ask mommy and daddy, like, "Hey, Mom, I really want this cute outfit for my baby." Like, no, they were like, "You're an adult now," and I took it in.
Yeah.
And so it's like people get like, I don't have a lot of haters, but they'll be like, that's so like you posted too recently.
You got a lot of haters.
I do, but they won't tell me because
you have a lot of haters, but you have a lot of people that love
I have
you.
so much support, and my number one support is my family too. But you had just posted somebody was asking you for money, and I get those too, and it's like
scammy people.
Yeah, it's you don't know who, and then
But
you
I
have
have so
people
many-
like, "Oh, you think you're balling." Like I never say anything. I don't talk about money. I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religion.
I think if you post your money.
Then
Oh
you're
my
a target
God.
to be
Fucking
attacked.
so cheesy. I'm sorry, you don't gotta
But
like
it's like,
that.
I
don't
Especially
ever
these
brag.
strippers. I'm like, bitch.
Yeah,
no one fucking cares.
Or the humble brag where they're driving and they show their
No
steering
one
wheel.
fucking
like,
cares.
No,
Like-
I
It's
don't
not,
do
and it's
none
not
of
their
that.
steering wheel.
So when they
even if
Yeah,
it
not
is,
theirs,
like
but-
no one fucking cares.
it's a steering wheel.
Yeah, or they do this. They do
With
this.
their nails. Like-
Hold on, and then it goes to the.
I feel like no one
Yeah,
needs
it's
to
like, I
know
don't
what you're.
That's Han
Ever,
Wu.
yeah, I don't ever.
Han Wu
brag.
does that shit all the
and
time.
then people still be like, "Oh, you think you're something?
All
You're a
those
stripper
different cars
bitch."
and
I'm
shit.
I don't fucking.
damn. Like
Everyone could eat my
well,
ass. I could.
I
care
feel like
less.
you should strip too, and you wouldn't feel that way.
I
Like
could care less.
you would be so happy to be a stripper. I promise. But don't. You can't handle it.
Man.
So yeah, the
Like,
whole hating, don't hate because you don't know. Like,
you definitely don't know what, you know what I'm saying?
and I even feel like my struggle's like a little struggle compared to all other struggles. But it's like
Yeah.
I was there. Like I know what it's like to be a broke bitch. So
Yeah.
don't hate.
I remember,
Same. I've been working since I was 15. So
I remember the homie Jermaine Main Event. He said you weren't with me when he was first promoting. He was taking the train
No.
from Riverside down to Hollywood and stuff.
Damn.
And-
that's a long.
Yeah,
drive.
and
That's
now
That's a long drive, even if you had a car.
you know what I'm saying? Like, well, he was
it
going to
is.
school out there, and then now, you know what I'm saying?
Look
Look
at
at him,
him.
and he's doing this damn thing.
And he's
Good for
always
him.
the nicest
Good for
guy.
him.
So you don't know the struggles of what people went through,
Mm-hmm.
and then just because you see them winning now, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you think, you know what I'm saying? We gotta stop the hate. It's just
It's so
stop the
funny.
hate. Stop
I was
the
just
fucking
talking
hate.
about that today too, with like plastic surgery. Because I was thinking, like, people are like, "Oh, you have money because you were able to do it." I'm like, no, it's just me and my mom. It's always just been me and my mom. I had to like work my ass to get these boobs to pay for this ass.
The week of Christmas, I was like, I texted him the day before. "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to shoot tomorrow,
I need another shot.
and he was like, "No, Ariel, it's next week." Da-da-da. He told me a week in advance, and then the day of, he's like, "I'm gonna pick you up," and so I'm
I
like,
totally
"Oh."
forgot about
Yeah, I
today.
don't. That,
Sorry,
I was saying
guys.
no. Last week I told her I'm gonna pick you up. She was like, all right.
I
told
thought
her-
he meant
I was like-
tomorrow.
I was like, I'm on my way, and then she was like, wait, what the fuck?
Well, look at you, had nothing planned.
Oh,
What the fuck?
man, no.
Yo.
Well, he was already on his way over here. Like, yo,
It
like
was
they already
bad.
Han Wu and them. They had the shop already.
I was like,
ready
"Give
to-
me like 30
Ah.
minutes. I'm gonna try to put myself together."
We had a
He's
couple
like,
homies.
"Fuck
They
it."
came down and stuff.
I
Like,
felt bad.
fuck. But whatchamacallit, yeah. So,
But I am the worst. I'm the worst with dates, with commitments. I need to work on that.
yeah,
That's what I need to work on is dating in 2020 because I flake all the
All
time.
the time. Me too.
All the time.
Oh,
The day
I
of,
thought
I'm
you
like,
meant-
oh,
I
I'm
meant,
tired.
like dating people. He said-
Yeah, that too.
That's what I'm like. Yeah,
dating,
like,
setting dates. Like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get to lunch with you, even if it's a girlfriend.
yeah,
like, I still be
I'm
like,
so bad with that.
I'm
I think it's because I'm
hungover.
in school full time. I'm in school Monday through Saturday, so it's like hard. And then like when I'm not at school, I'm working to pay my
Mhm.
bills, and it's like I don't fucking have time for you to just hang out with you. And like, what if what if I don't like you?
and
then I just fucking feel like-
girl, throw 2 kids into that shit.
Which like half the time I don't, because
yeah.
everyone just kind of wants to hump on me. I think it's like the vibe I probably give out on Instagram too. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
your hump.
Her hump game is
Yo, yeah.
strong,
Yeah.
yo.
It's the
The-
vibe I give out, but deep down I'm like, no, I want a normal,
Yeah. I think this year is the year of love.
I hope so.
Dodge me with that
2020.
shit. This is the
I
year
want
of
to be in
threesomes.
love. I want a boyfriend.
This is the year of
This
threesomes
is the year
for
of
her.
threesomes. I don't do
Boyfriend.
relationships. All I do is threesomes.
Yeah, Joe Moses. Dude, I think like this is I told her earlier, I was like, yo, like I think I had like 7, 8 threesomes in my lifetime. For a fat
Wow.
boy like me, yo, that's fucking, you know what I'm
I know.
saying?
This is terrible.
Yo.
My whole goal this year
Yeah,
is
we
like,
out here, baby. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
even want one-on-one sex anymore. I want threesomes.
All
If
right.
you're not a couple, because this is how I'm so committed to not being committed, is if you're a couple, hit me up. If you're single, no, I don't. No. That's the only way.
Yo, hell yeah. I fucks with that. All right, well, last one I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm a promoter. I'm gonna stop lying for you clients that
Oh.
say you spent $10K at the club when your ass only spent $800.
like,
Like, yo,
I love when they do that at Sam's.
Let
yo,
him live.
come on.
No, I
man.
love when they do that at Sam's.
No, like yo, they be like, hey Sam, tell him, I spent $5K last night, huh? Nigga, you spent $200. Like no.
Recently, I had a customer, and he was dope because he was like, I go in there a lot. Everybody knows me, yada yada. But I didn't meet him, and so he was giving me this chance to like. He wanted to meet me. He wanted to spend his time with me.
Mhm.
I was like, so fortunate, dope. Meet up with him. We meet day shift. It's slower in the day, so we were vibing out. Cool. We did awesome. I want to say it was the drinks. But he was like on there, like he told me, like, I want to avoid the drama. I'm going there for you. This is how we're going to do it. He
Oh,
told me the
Sam's?
vibe. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's so nice of him. Like, I'm so grateful. And then he's telling all the other girls, oh, I spent this much on her. And I was like, okay, are you setting me up to get robbed? Like, why would you do that? And then, like, the girls were flat out asking me, hey, Ariel, I heard he spent this much on you. And I was like, that was so rude.
Yeah.
Like,
Deny.
yeah.
Deny.
But I was like, I didn't want to be a dick and be like, no. But at the same time, I was like, you ain't gonna rob me. I was like, no. Like, I'm trying to get my hair pulled. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
That's a sticky situation right there.
I'm just tired of dudes. Like, yo, if you're gonna spend, at least spend half of what you say.
Round it up.
Like, yo, yeah, round it up, baby.
Just round it up.
Come on, baby. Help a
If it
brother out,
was $250,
man.
I spent $300. Cool.
And then most of the time they don't even go through me.
Oh.
So that's even worse. So that's where I'm mostly mad
Fuck
at.
out of here.
Hey, that's where I'm mostly mad at.
Bye.
Like, yo, yeah,
Nobody's got your back
man,
no more.
let fuck out of here.
It's like,
Yo, like that's the worst.
fuck that.
In 2020, fuck you motherfuckers that come to my clubs and then fucking you guys don't even go through me and then you want me to have your back on shit. No, yeah, your girlfriend hits me up and asks if you're there. Yeah, I'm telling them.
No bro
Yeah.
code.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
Oh, I love it.
Yo.
You know what? I'm gonna feed off of that because this is how I kind of felt too. Now that you bring it up, I have promoters all the time, and hey, come to my club. I'm like, do you not know who like my bestest friend in the whole entire world is? Sammy Sam. Like, why would I go through you? I never met you a day in my life. Like, why?
That's just.
I get it, but
promoters
it's
doing
like
work.
you see, I'm at a club, like, and then my favorite. Where do you work?
that.
I tag every single fucking picture I post. It says Sam's Hofbrauch,
Yeah.
downtown LA.
When do you work?
When
get
do you
that a
work?
lot.
Fucking show up,
I think
ask
it's
for
just
me.
they want a response, you know.
Maybe, whatever.
But
But
still,
it's like,
it's just annoying.
don't
That's like
ask
not the
me
way to get it.
to go to your club unless you're gonna comp me something, or you're gonna come and show me love and meet me in person, and then I'll be like, okay, you show me love, I'm gonna show you love.
Yeah.
Reciprocated. 2020.
2020. Yo, shout out to Bunny.
Thank you,
Bunny,
Bunny.
plug your OnlyFans and all your stuff, please.
My OnlyFans is BBB Love 419. I just changed it, so that's why I had to.
Why would you change it?
You know what? Because someone kept using BBB Love and reposting my stuff, so I had to change the name.
Dicks.
They were taking my content,
Damn.
and then I hired an assistant, so now I'm having.
So you gotta like take it down immediately and then put it back, or
Yeah, it's just it's
such
a
a hassle.
process,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
someone like took the name, ran with it. They like
and then they're making money off of your content.
Yeah, they like
Yes.
copyrighted
Copyrighted,
it,
yeah.
and I was like, "Fuck, I should have did that first. I just wasn't thinking." And so I
Oh,
had
they
to switch it.
copywritten
Yeah.
all your
Or like
shit.
you don't
BBB
even
Love.
think to do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, and then they turn around and they do
And
it.
so then I had to change to BB Love 419, which is my birthday. So
Okay. So if you guys want to see some asshole, you guys want to see some titties, you guys want to
some
see all
badge
that.
action.
You guys want to see some fucking some queefing.
I'm not Ariel.
Hater.
Yeah, I'm just playing. You want to see all that goodness? Make sure you
That's
go
like a
check her out.
whoopee
That's just great.
Ariel, plug your shit.
cushion. OAS_Ariel. ARIEL.
Yeah, OnlyFans, and you guys catch them at Sam's Hofbrauch. Catch me there on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then I'm also at Playhouse on Thursdays and Saturdays, and then this Friday we are at the grand opening of Derriere Fridays in Hollywood. So y'all want to come out, hit us up. You know where we'll be at. We're gonna be making a Patreon soon, so you guys can come and see us on there. See some
We're gonna say dirty things.
I'll
on
see some
Patreon.
back scenes. I was gonna say some back scenes, some
Yeah, BTS maybe.
some background.
Oh my God. Sammy wants some back shots. I don't know.
Hey, come on, baby. Yo, we love y'all, man. We'll be back
Thank
next
you
week.
so much.